Hey guys, it's me coming to you live from Bill's truck. Yeah, I have to do something with my car. I have to put plates on it because I got pulled over on Christmas Eve because I forgot to put my new plates on with the new tabs, and it's only like a month late, but those things that you just have sitting there and then you become blind to them and you forget about it. Yeah, that's the one. So, but the cop was very nice. She was very understanding, very nice, very sweet. So, all is good. Not all cops out there are bad, Mostly they're pretty good. So, anyway, yeah. So, today is Sunday the 28th? Yeah, Sunday the 28th of December. Last Sunday of the year. How crazy is that, huh? Yeah. So it is the last Sunday of 2025, the first Sunday after Christmas, or the first Sunday of Christmas, I guess. The name of Jesus is the title of the Sunday. And yeah, the name of Jesus invokes a lot of different feelings for a lot of different people. It can be very calming. It can be very disarming. It can also be for those that believe he is not part of their faith, then it can be disturbing. So there's a lot of things that it could be, but to me, the name of Jesus is comforting. It's comforting. It makes me feel comfortable. It makes me feel love. Makes me feel warmth. Makes me feel hope. There's a lot of things that, and they're all good that it makes me feel. So, yeah. So, coming up, we've got, we got New Year's. We've got the New Year's resolutions thing going on. I've been trying to think of things that I can do with my odd brain power. Trying to think of things that I can do that will help kind of spur me to move forward rather than just keep treading in the same stupid pool of water. If I can move forward with things and learn how to cope and learn how to learn how to push through and learn how to work with what's been going on up there, rather than keep trying the same shit over and over. And that's the idea. That's the definition of insanity. When you keep trying the same stupid stuff over again and expecting different results. So things that I've got a book by his Kai, and I can't remember his last name, but anyway, he's done a lot of ADHD stuff. He suffers from it. Well, I shouldn't say suffers from it. He has it, because we don't like to say suffer, but we like to say we deal with, or we have, or some people even say we are blessed with, which, some of it is a blessing, some of it is a curse, which I guess everything has its pluses and minuses, its blessings and curses. But he's got a book out, an ebook, it's free, that it tells you how he deals with things and his ideas, and he never touts himself as a doctor or a psychologist or any professional. He's a professional in my mind because he deals with it. He's learning how to cope with it. He's learning how to live with it and manage it. So to me, that's someone that is more of an expert than someone who learned about it out of a book but doesn't deal with it. That's like people who are, I guess in a way it's like people who are, well, I guess it's not really the same thing. I was thinking brain surgeons, but they all have brains, so it doesn't work. Anyway, yeah. So I got this book from him, and it's how to budget and work with money, and that's something that I really struggle with. I really struggle with, making sure that I remember everything that I paid for. I remember all my bills that are coming up. I've tried putting them in my calendar. I dismiss the stuff before it even shows up, and then I forget about it. I will put gas in the car and then, grab a beverage or something, and I'll forget that I got the beverage. Well, I mean, that's, $2 that can overdraw you if you're not careful. So I am trying to figure out ways, and I think I may have a slight solution. So for me, because he said keep track of everything, write it down as soon as you spend it. So that means you have to have something in your immediate possession for you to write it down. Well, you always have your phone with you, right? So I thought, well, I'll just put it in my phone. For me to stop what I'm doing at the thing there, to stop what I'm doing, or even when I get in my car. By the time I get to my car, I've usually forgotten. So what I do is, oftentimes I will ask for the receipt just so that I have a copy of it, but then it goes on the floor or it gets tucked in under the seat or something, and it just, I forget about it, or I lose it, or whatever. And for me to go into my phone while I'm standing there at the register, that takes time. It takes space for people who want to use it. So what I'm thinking, is I love having my little notebooks with me, but they take up more room than my phone, so I can't have them like attached to my phone. Ideally, it would be nice to have something on the back of my phone that I can just write on. And I started thinking about it, and I'm like, they have those wallets that you can put your phone in, or one of those little wallets that you can stick on the back of your phone or something. But I want to get a new phone soon, because mine's like 4 years old and it's starting to really do wonky things. And so I don't know what I'm going to get, and I don't want to buy something new that's, phone specific if I'm going to get something different. So now I have to wait for that. But I did see on there, I went on Amazon and I was just looking, and I did see that they have those stick-on wallets. There's one in particular, and I forget the brand, but it's a wallet that just sticks on the back. It's like a pocket that sticks on the back, and you can put like up to 5 cards in there. And it's got a second little pouch with a fold-over top you can put cash in, and then it's got a little elastic strap across it that you can put your fingers in so you can hold your phone. I'm like, that's pretty clever. It's $10. Do I really want to spend $10 on a piece of spandex fabric that you stick to your phone? I don't think I do, to be honest. And I was thinking about it, and I don't need something that big. I don't need to carry my, I've got a wallet for that. And it's in my purse, and I don't need that on the back of my phone. I just need a simple something that I can stick a notebook to. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, since the notebook is too big for my phone, even those little tiny ones are too big. So I thought, index cards would fit. And if I just took a scrap piece of fabric and glued it to the back of my phone to make like a makeshift pocket, then it would be thin enough that I could still use my wireless charging, and I can just put a index card, one in the back there that I can use, and when that one's filled up, I put a new one in. And I'll just check it every night before I go to bed, make sure everything is lined up and everything is accurate. And I think that would work out really well for me to keep track of things. Of course, I'll probably use it to take notes on things as well. Like if I'm, on my way to the store and Bill calls me and says, hey, could you pick up this or that? Okay. So as soon as I can write it down, because I know darn well I'll forget by the time I get to the store, unless he texts me. I usually have him text me those things, because I won't remember to write it down, and I won't remember just out of my head. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to the store with two things to remember, and I forget both of them. But I come back with a whole bunch of stuff, but I forget both of those things. Yeah, it's stupid. But anyway, so I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. That's the start of my trying to overhaul my life. So when you come up with things like that, it may sound stupid, it may sound, hokey, it may sound ridiculous, but if you come up with something like that that's gonna work, don't listen to other people tell you that it's stupid. Just do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, then you peel the fabric off your phone case and chip away at the glue. It'll give you something to pick at, when you're an ADHD person, you're always picking at stuff. So yeah, it'll give you stuff to pick at. It'll be good for you. Anyway, so that's my thought for the day. I don't know if it would work for any of you, but I think I'm going to try that. And what I may do is take make the pocket like 1.5 inches high, and just do half an index card, so that it's not taking up the entire back of my phone and covering like the camera and stuff like that. I may just do that. We'll see. But anyway, so that was my idea. You guys have a fabulous Sunday. We're supposed to get some nasty weather coming in. Weatherman Mike Mahalik on Facebook said that it's supposed to be, I think he said like 5 to 8 last I had heard. But anyway, Michelle got her poop picked up, so we're good. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. Be safe out there, and love you guys. Bye.